Okay, so let me ask you something. How long have you been sitting on the idea of starting an online business, but you keep hitting the same wall? You may have asked yourself, what would I even sell? Who would listen to me? And you come to the conclusion right away that the market is already saturated. And you probably thought that there are people way better than you doing this. Sounds familiar? Here's what I know. You've seen other people, ordinary people just like you and I, making real money online. And they're making hundreds, thousands, even tens of thousands per month from simple digital products or services. And you want that for yourself too, right? But that voice in your head keeps asking, what do I have to offer that anyone would actually pay for? I felt that way for years. That same doubt, that same loop of overthinking and never starting. But here's what changed everything for me. And I think it's going to change everything for you too after you finish listening to this video. And it's AI. Not in some gimmicky, let AI write everything for you kind of way, but using AI as your brainstorming partner, your idea mirror, the thing that finally connects the dots between what you already know and what people actually are looking to buy. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 5 simple steps to use AI to figure out exactly what you should be selling online, even if you think you have nothing to offer. And if you stick around to the end, I've got a prompt, a prompt pack that's going to do most of the work for you in about 5 minutes. And it's called 1,000+ ChatGPT prompts for every niche. It will help you get inspired, create smarter, and save time with this powerful AI prompt bundle. It is designed for entrepreneurs, creators, writers, educators, and AI enthusiasts. This mega pack delivers expertly designed prompts across 50+ versatile categories, from marketing to productivity to storytelling, journaling, personal growth, design, and beyond. This is your ultimate AI assistant companion, whether using ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, or other AI tools. You can grab it from the link in the description. But first, if you're new here, I'm still proving to you that this channel is worth your time. So if you get value from this video, if it clicks for you, do me a favor and hit that button, that like button, and subscribe button. It genuinely helps small channels like this grow so that I can keep making this content, so that other people can see it. Thanks in advance for doing so. All right, let's go. Now, the first thing you need to understand is that finding your niche isn't about inventing something from scratch. It's about uncovering what's already inside of you. And AI is a tool that makes that process ridiculously simple. But before I show you how, let me tell you why most people get stuck in the first place. Most people never start because they're comparing themselves to the wrong people. They see someone crushing it in the fitness coaching category, and they think, well, I'm not a personal trainer. Or they see someone making money teaching online courses and think, I don't have a degree in that. So they wait and they wait and they research, they consume more content, and they never actually get started. But here's the truth. The reason you feel like you have nothing to offer is because you're looking at your life through the wrong lens. You're not seeing your experience, your struggles, your little wins as valuable because they feel normal to you. Of course they do. You live them. But to someone else looking from the outside who's 3 steps behind you, that knowledge is gold. And this is where AI becomes your secret weapon. Because AI doesn't judge. It doesn't have imposter syndrome. It just looks at the raw data of your life, your work, your hobbies, your interests, and it connects the dots that you never saw. Think of it like this. AI is your mirror. And instead of showing you what you look like, it shows you what you know and how that knowledge could help other people. So, how do you actually use it? Well, the first step is simpler than you think. And it doesn't require you to be some kind of expert. In fact, the less you try to sound like an expert, the better this works. Let me show you what I mean. Step 1 is to stop doing this alone. Go into ChatGPT right now, or whatever AI tool you use, and just have a conversation with it. Tell it everything about yourself, and I mean everything. This includes your job, your past jobs, what you've been doing for the last 10, 20, 30 years, whether you have kids, what hobbies you're into, what you read about, what frustrates you, what you're curious about, what you've gotten good at without even trying, and what you are passionate about. Don't worry about making it sound professional. No. Don't organize it, just brain dump it into ChatGPT. Say something like this. To ChatGPT. I've been a stay-at-home parent for 15 years, if that's the case. I love organizing my home and finding ways to save time. I used to work in customer service. I'm really into budgeting and meal planning. I don't know what any of this could turn into, but help me figure it out. And here's what happens. AI will look at all of that and start connecting the dots for you. It might say you could create a digital planner for busy parents, or a course on time management for moms returning to work, or budget-friendly meal planning templates. Suddenly, you're not stuck anymore. You've got options, real specific options based on your actual life and experience. And that's when the light bulb goes off. That's your aha moment, when you realize, oh, wait, I actually do have something to offer. All right, so now you've got some ideas floating around, I'm sure, by now. But here's where most people make a mistake. They pick the idea that they like best without checking if anyone actually wants it. And that's where step number 2 comes in. And this is where AI saves you from wasting months on the wrong thing. Step number 2 is blending your experience with what people are actually searching for. Because here's the thing. Just because you love something or have the experience doing something does not mean that people will pay for it. And just because something's popular does not mean that you're the right person to teach it. You need a sweet spot where those two things overlap, and AI makes that insanely easy to find. So go back to ChatGPT and ask it something like this. What are people searching for in the areas that I care about? What problems are busy parents trying to solve right now in 2026? What are introverts struggling with when it comes to confidence? What do people over 50 want help in creative writing? And AI will give you a list, real problems, real searches, real demand. This is where you start getting specific, because the riches are in the niches, right? Everyone knows that. But that people don't realize is that the deeper you go, the better your results. Don't just say productivity. Say productivity for parents with ADHD. Don't just say confidence coaching. Say confidence coaching for introverts in corporate jobs. See how specific that is? The more specific you get, the easier it is to stand out, and more people feel like you're talking directly to them. All right, so now you know your topic has demand, but you're probably still thinking, okay, Cheryl, but what exactly do I sell? What's the product? That's step number 3. And this is where AI basically writes your product roadmap just for you, specifically for you and your audience. That's what I'm going to get to next. So make sure you stick around. Step number 3 is to stop guessing what people want and just ask AI to tell you. Type this into ChatGPT. List 10 common problems that my target audience faces. Let's say you're thinking about helping busy parents with time management. AI might spit out things like struggling to balance work and family time, feeling overwhelmed by endless to-do lists, not knowing how to create a meal plan efficiently, guilt about not spending enough quality time with your kids. And as you read through that list, something is going to jump out at you. You're going to think, oh, I had that exact problem before. And here's how I solved it. That's how you would approach your product. That right there, that's your product. Because if you solved it yourself, you can teach someone else how to solve it. And people will gladly pay for shortcuts, for proven systems, for someone who's already been through it and figured it out themselves. You don't need to be the world's leading expert. You just need to be a few steps ahead of the person that you're trying to help. I hope you're finding value from this video so far. And if you are, then you will appreciate my newly launched ebook titled 10 Proven Ways to Monetize with ChatGPT Image Generator. In this ebook, you will learn how you can do the same thing as a small group of entrepreneurs who have cracked the code on turning ChatGPT's image generation into consistent, scalable income streams worth $2,000 to $50,000 or more dollars per month. This channel is all about making money outside of AdSense, and so I go more in depth in my ebook to give you the knowledge and the tools that you need to make money while growing your channel. Grab it from the link in the description. You will be glad that you did. Trust me. Now, at this point, you might be thinking, sure, but I was just a barrister for 3 years, or I just raised kids, or I just manage a small team. That doesn't sound like something that people would pay for, right? Wrong. And step number 4 is going to show you why that thinking is keeping you broke. Step number 4 is reframing your experience through AI's lens. You might think running a small cafe for a few years is no big deal, but AI will show you what you actually learned during the process. People skills, conflict resolution, time management under pressure, inventory systems, marketing on a budget. All those things are important, even while running a cafe. You might think being a stay-at-home mom for 20 years isn't valuable, but AI will show you what that actually taught you. Multitasking, patience, creative problem solving, managing schedules, teaching complex ideas in simple ways. These are skills that people pay thousands of dollars for to learn in workshops and courses that you have to offer. So go back to ChatGPT and say something like, I did X for Y years. What transferable skills did I develop that I could teach to others? And watch what happens. AI will reframe your entire story in a way that makes you realize that you've been sitting on valuable knowledge this whole time without realizing it. The problem was never that you didn't have anything to offer. The problem was that you couldn't see it because it felt too normal, too everyday. But to somebody else, it's exactly what they need. Remember that. All right. So we've covered 4 steps, but there's one more that I think is the most underrated, and it's perfect if you're still not sure what your thing is yet. This one's about using curiosity as your compass, and it opens up a whole different way to build an online business. So step number 5 is for people who don't have their niche figured out yet. And honestly, that might be the smartest position to be in, if you ask me. Here's what I mean by that. Sometimes the best niche is learning in public. So go into ChatGPT and say something like, I'm curious about health, psychology, and business. What kind of digital products could I create that mix these interests? Or say something like, I want to learn about AI tools, productivity systems, and personal finance. How could I turn that into content that I can sell? And AI will give you ideas, but more importantly, it will give you permission to not have it all figured out yet. Because here's the secret. A lot of successful online creators didn't start as experts. They started as learners who documented their journey and shared what they discovered along the way. And you can do the same thing too. People love following someone who's one step ahead of them. That's all there is. It feels more relatable, more achievable, more real. So if you're curious about something, that's enough for you to go to AI and get started and start learning, start sharing, start building, and let your audience grow alongside with you. AI becomes your brainstorming partner. That's all that is. They never run out of ideas, never get tired, and always helps you see the value in what you're discovering or what you're offering. All right? Okay, so those are the 5 steps. And I know some of you are thinking, this sounds great, Cheryl, and all of that, but I don't even know how to start the conversation with AI. What do I type? How do I phrase it? That's why I built something for you. And this is the prompt pack that I mentioned at the beginning of this video. Again, it's 1,000+ ChatGPT prompt pack that does all the heavy lifting for you. It's basically unique prompts that you feed into the AI to get the answers that you are looking for. Just copy each prompt, paste it into ChatGPT or Claude or whichever Gemini, whichever one you use, and it spits out personalized digital product ideas tailored specifically to you and your experience. Not generic ideas, not random ideas, ideas based on your actual life. And it doesn't just give you ideas, it gives you an overview of how to create them, how to sell them, who to sell them to, and how to get started. The whole process takes maybe 5 minutes. I kid you not. And within 30 seconds of pasting the prompt into ChatGPT, you'll have 5 real actionable business ideas staring back at you. If you want it, I'll drop the link in the description below this video. It's just a tool that I wish I had when I started out. Look, we've been given an incredible tool with AI. So make use of it. And I know there's a lot of fear around it, a lot of bad examples of people using it to pump out garbage content. But I used it the right way, and you're going to do the same. Because when you use it the right way, with integrity, with honesty, with the goal of actually helping people, AI is the best thing that's ever happened to solo creators like you and I, and people trying to build something online to try to help someone. It's not here to replace you. It's here to enhance what you already know and help you package it in a way that actually reaches people who need it. And that is the key. This is our moment. AI isn't going anywhere anytime soon. It's only going to get better. So the sooner you learn to use it properly, the bigger your advantage is. Don't let imposter syndrome, excuse me, or I don't know what to sell syndrome keep you stuck for another year. Let AI show you what's already there. All right, that's it for this one. If this helped you in any way, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet, and I'll see you in the next video. And please don't forget to grab that ebook that I mentioned earlier, 10 proven ways to monetize with ChatGPT image generator. And while you're at it, in the description section, pick up that 1,000 plus ChatGPT prompt pack. You'll be glad that you did. Now, go grab those and let's figure out what you're going to sell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.